Good morning, my wonderful friends. Have I got a message for you? I want to talk today about the Magus Book. The Magus Book is protection. The Magus Book is comfort. The Magus Book is the peace that your heart craves. It's the smile you long to feel in your heart. I brought a few little props out I wanted to share with you because we're trying to get to the frequency, to see the world, the form, the matter. You must first find the frequency, find the energy. I have here my teddy bear from when I was just a kid. And I still feel all the feelings I felt then when I was just a small child and I was scared at night. Right here, safety. When I was sick, comfort. My friends, I also kept my son's teddy bear, Huggy Bear, and my daughter's Whaley Poo, and I can still see them walking around the house in their little pajamas with their loves. And as I hold these, I feel all that comfort, all those beautiful memories. Well, Magus, what does that have to do with the Magus Book? This is the feeling, the spirit, the frequency you must find to work the magic in the Magus Book, because the Magus Book is the teachings of the Magi, and it's a pure energy, a pure frequency. There's no hate here. There's no fear. It's bliss, it's good, just good. And that's what Zoroaster is, pure starlight. If you break the name down, Zoroaster, pure starlight. That's what we got to get back to. You know, Meister Eckhart, a great mystic, he said, any talk of God that doesn't comfort you is a lie. Any talk of God that doesn't comfort you is a lie. If you'll hold this truth, this love, this safety, this purity, the lie loses all of its power. This book is the original word. These words hold the original word that is just good. I want to share Asha 11 with you, but I just thought of something. I remember I was a small child. I loved my teddy bear so much. But I had an intellect, and I knew I didn't see too many adults that still kept their teddy bears, or maybe their little huggy blankets, or whatever their comfort was. And I remember sitting in the closet of my family home in San Bernardino, California, and I sat down and I made such a strong intention. I don't know how long I spent, but I stayed there holding my teddy bear, speaking to my future self, my grown adult self, until I knew I heard. And I had this conversation. I said, I know when you get older, you might be embarrassed to hang on to a teddy bear. I've seen that. Just as a child, I've seen that. But I want you to hold on to this teddy bear because of what it has meant to me here as a child. And I know it'll even help you as an adult. Will you do that for me? Will you do that for me? I needed to know that I could trust myself. I needed to know I could be comfortable with myself, that I had my back. And if I wanted to have my teddy bear as a child, when I was adult, I wanted to know that I would do it. And I've lived by that my whole life. I can trust me. Maybe no one else has my back, but I can trust me. And oh, what a comfort. What a peace that is. I set boundaries for me because I care about me. And I've been able to use that for others. I've been able to use that same love and compassion because I can trust myself. I can love myself. Now I could give that to my children and to people that are important to me. Someone that doesn't love themselves and can't trust themselves will never love others, will never be able to be trusted by others. If you got your book, go to Asha 11. Asha 11 says, removing the corruption puts potentialities to their proper use. You must burn out the impurities to find true essence. Purity is a must. This is that Zoroaster, that pure starlight. It's that original word that's just good. You know what? Teddy Bear would never go in and kill men, women, and children. Would never tell mothers to stone their children for being disrespectful. Would never call in a she-bear to tear up 42 children for making fun of a prophet's bald head. My friends, the most dangerous book in the world is the Bible. Because they call God, this represents the highest principle of good, they call him mixed energy. They say that God can love and hate. He can be at peace and war. My friends, any talk of God that doesn't comfort you is a lie, and the world has swallowed a lie, an impure lie, an impure God. They have eaten that God, they have become that God, and they have created a world with that energy and that frequency. We got to go back to Teddy Bear. We got to go back to the book of the Magus that is pure, just, good. Our baseline must just be good, and we build from there in ever expanding good, an evolution of glory to glory to glory, to higher bliss, to where we've dreamed as good as this world can be, and we find a way to make it better. This is that ever expanding God, that ever expanding good of the Magi. I love a Tuesday. It's my favorite day. Spirit flows so beautiful. Do you feel it? I wish you could feel what I feel as I'm holding this right here. This is holding God. This is holding truth. This is why my younger self said, Magus, don't ever let this go. This is going to keep you on track right here. When they try to confuse you and lie to you about who God is and who you are and what this world is, come back right here. Right here, there's God. There's unmixed energy. That's beautiful. Can I read you? I'm going to spend a little time in the book of the Magus with me and that all good spirit. I'll show you a little sigil I put all around the house. See that A right there for Asha? I put it on my door frames, put it on my mirrors, put it in my books. And it's a reminder of Asha is. Asha is the perfect creator's perfect idea. It's that sound, that frequency, that energy of pure light, unmixed, undefiled, undiluted. If you'll hold that, it puts you in resonance for it. Puts you in resonance for that all good God, for that bliss, for that love, for that good. Realize you are from good spirit, made of good spirit, and will return to good spirit. When you understand this, your vibration rises and you become a mighty spiritual force, creating in the plastic medium of energy. I am God's thought. I live in God's idea. Perfection. What else could come from the perfect creator's perfect mind but perfection? The whole universe vibrates with expectant energy, for God is with child. Creative thought all throughout the celestial palace. The prospect of ever-expanding good radiates brilliant and bright with joy. As the highest principle of good shines the light of observance on the dark waves, that is the plastic medium of creation, and in conformity to law, the wise Lord's highest desire, focused into form, young, timeless, and beneficial to all. Right now, beautiful seeker, just let your heart listen. Just let the words wash over you. And you might not understand everything that's being said, but the word that is in the words, your heart will know. That divine spark in you will know. We're going somewhere. Know only good. I always say when this was written, to know, it was to become one with, join that frequency, that energy. You know, during their wedding ceremonies, a man would know his wife. The two would become one. It was a blood covenant, but more than that, a frequency and energy covenant. This is where God and man become one energy. So we must choose our God wisely. We must choose the spirit that we take into us wisely. Perceive and understand only the good, and let your experience and practice be the same. Be aware at all times of your high standing. Always remember the covenant written on your mind, that you might not forget you are a child of the King. In your heart is a vohumenu, the God mind. That divine spark that comes from good spirit is made of good spirit and shall return to good spirit. It sings a song continuously. Listen for that song. Attune to it. It's a pure light song. It's a pure love song. It's peace. It's joy. It's wise. And it's true. Attune yourself to that spirit, that song, that spirit song, and watch the world change. And people say it's magic. I have vohumenu, that divine spark, that Christ mind, that God, good, and I are one. And there's no separation. There's no separation from my God good. There's no separation from my good. My God is omnipresent. That means my good is omnipresent. My protection, my peace, my joy, my guaranteed success is here now. Will you listen to that heart song and attune yourself to it? I love this. Asha 3, so beautiful. Gives us one job to do. I love simplicity. My only job is to align with and hold continuously in mind the attributes of God: love, life, peace, joy, power, freedom, and to be those attributes, right? To know them, to be them. You become that pure love, that pure light. You become the peace and the joy. You create the world and the atmosphere. And as you hold those frequencies, those spirits, again, it's all about resonance. You will be sucked in to that realm, and that realm will be sucked into you like that. My mind is God, that vohumenu, that Christ mind, right? It is God. I come from good spirit. I'm made of good spirit. Oh, but my thoughts, they're not always God, are they? Here's our prayer. May my thoughts align with mind. How do we do that? Turn off all the outside noise. Listen for that song in your heart of hearts and attune, align. That's what Zarathustra was always teaching. I who am attuning myself to that song of spirit. Here's the Magi magic. Asha 4, create with word. This word, it's Asha. It's the perfect creator's perfect idea. It's the song, the sound that he created the perfect world with. If you're not seeing that, listen to the song and create with that word. These 4 powers are the mental powers concerned with forming. Temperance, meaning self-restraint. Do not sin or think err. Do not listen to any other songs or stories. Listen to that heart song. It's sin, it's error when we listen to someone else's false song, to their mixed songs. Listen to that true song. Fortitude. You must have strength in facing the adversity without fear, without worry, without doubt. When you worry, you're actually praying in the outcome you fear. Because the reason you're worried is because you're fearing it's going to come. That's what you believe. What you believe is. And now you've added strong emotion to it, which is like, it's like throwing gas on the fire. My friends, we got to hold the highest truth, Asha. The only thing that could come from a perfect creator's perfect mind is perfection and love and peace and protection and provision. That's substance. That's what's real. I want to know the real. I want to be the real. I want to live in the real. I want to live in God good. And I want God good to live in me. I have a reason to believe. That's number 3. This is the power of the Magi magic. Reason, a basis or a cause for a belief. You have to have a reason to believe, or you're just thinking, oh, wouldn't that be nice? Or maybe you're begging a deity in the sky. Maybe you're trying to barter, make a deal. I'll stop doing this, God, if you'll do this for me. Or I'll start feeding hungry people if you'll do this, if you'll give me this. It never works. It's all about attuning, aligning, holding, being, knowing, being. Holding that energy. And then energy, right? We want to make form and matter. That's what our magic is about, making a better world. But that world, that form, that matter is just energy. So energy, we need a source of usable power for what we're trying to create. You'll never create that perfect world you're looking for. If your God is one of those mixed gods, those Allahs, Jehovah's, Shiva the Destroyers, where they can love and hate, be at peace and war, you'll never rise above that. Your world will never rise above that. You need that highest energy, that original God good, or that ever-expanding good. My friends, you will never rise above. Your world will never get better than. So you can beg and cry, but your world will always be mixed. Always good and bad, love and hate, peace and war, because that's what your God is. That's your highest idea that you know that you've become. You've eaten it and it's become you. That's your energy, your frequency. So you've got to get that highest energy, that highest good, that purity. Purity is a must. It's Asha 11. So we restore God's image. Back to what it really is. People are scared to do that because they're told you can't do that. You were offered a God as a child wherever you grew up in the world. And maybe you were offered one of those gods that are mixed, that you're scared of. My friends, the truth, God means the highest principle of good, and he's unmixed. Nothing to be scared of. And you can never be separated from that God. Only in the lie and illusion. It's like a nightmare. Just because you're believing, you're seeing these dark shadows. You're seeing something in the dark, and you're believing it, and it feels very real. And your perception is creating a reality that's a nightmare, but it's not the real. And you can step into the real as you hold that true energy, that true spirit. And do you know what? Doesn't it make sense to say God is just good? You'll start to wake up to that. Where you're before just scared to say that because it went against the religion you were given. But it'll come to a point where it's so natural you think, how could I ever have thought that or said that? Asha 5 is one of my favorite. It says, believe only the highest truth and you enter Asha. Does that make sense? You believe only the highest truth, that purity, and you enter into that heaven on earth, into that thought of God that is just good. I love that. As the wise Lord is perfect, so his idea of creation is perfect, right? What else could come from his perfect mind? This is called Asha, truth. This idea of truth is the very spirit of God. It is much more than not making a false statement. It is the true vision of God's ideal existence. It is the real, remember, the real above all that seems real. We want to know the real, the good. It's the highest truth. It's creation in perfect harmony and order where nothing occurs at the expense or harm of another. Asha 6 says, I look inward to the God mind, right? That's where that song is. That's what we're tuning to. And I experience soundness of mind. As we find this song, this truth, this pure light, this pure love, we experience soundness of mind that we've been looking for. When you got one of those gods that aren't very good, you can't really experience soundness of mind. You'll get glimpses of it, but you never just live in it, relax in it. When you find that highest principle of God good, there it is. There you are. And Asha will be saying, I've been here all along, right here. Thoughts make your world. Beliefs make your thoughts. Reason makes your beliefs. Mind reasons. Mind is the reason. Know this, then the illusion goes away. Belief in only good, it is this complete trust that brings out manifestations now, real as they already are, by means of reason. There's that reason of the Magi. That's where our magic comes from. Resonance. I know being grateful will bring more things to be grateful for. I'm grateful for life. I'm grateful for love. I'm grateful for family. I'm grateful for friends. I'm grateful for protection. I'm grateful for provision. I'm grateful for peace. I'm grateful for joy. I'm grateful for I live in this. I live in God, my good. Ooh, that's Magi magic. Simple, beautiful. Energy, frequency. Hold it. You try something for me real quick. Take a long, deep breath in. And as you release, let all the muscles in your body relax. Now I want you to be peace. And watch how you create peace. Breathe in. Breathe out, and I want you to know that everything is going to be okay. For in truth, everything is okay because the perfect creator had a perfect thought, and that's what's real, and that's what you are, and that's what this world is. And we're going to tune to that song, and it's peaceful. I want you to find that peaceful place. Can you remember? Maybe it's a teddy bear. Maybe it's a memory. Maybe it's a place you've been. Go there in your mind, feel the peace. Just sit there for a moment and breathe into it. You feel that? Asha is. I will seek first the thought of God, which is Asha, which is truth, which is good. The perfect creator's perfect mind created a perfect thought. I am that thought. I am perfect spirit. I choose not to be double-minded. I choose to think God and not the lie. I am perfect spirit, God's child. God's thought and spirit makes body form. Therefore, my body is perfect. My world is perfect. On a subconscious level, I live in truth, and the lie of discord disappears. The spell of separation is broken. In truth, all is good. All is God. It's beautiful. That's a lot today. I'm going to stop there. I'll do a part 2, and we'll pick back up in the book of the Magus here. But let that just sink in. Just hold those feelings, that peace. Let that wisdom and that truth, that frequency of it just resonate with you. Just be in it now. It's beautiful. And I love, love, love you.